As we welcome you courtside. Hey everybody, Ryan Ruocco alongside the Hall of Famer Rebecca Lowe.
Fill it up when they're looking for their own shot.
Last game, Lexi Hull in there. Somewhat concerned with how Austin and Lee Yaru to jump it up, and we are under. Defend Caitlinclark with West Virginia in the second round of the tournament a couple years ago, as Wnba comes back for the steal. Here's Lee Yaru charging through the lane, lays it in.
How about the big girl running the floor? Tough catch and finish from Yaru.
Lee Yaru the other night had a season high 18 points. Here's Boston turning the corner, dishing to Hull. Extra feed Clark, a deep three. You bet! And a sigh of relief from Caitlinclark as she has been mired in an extended shooting slump from three. Lee Yaru floating it in with a soft touch.
And a great job by Beckers to get rid of the basketball. Much like when these teams met at the end of June, Indiana trapping Page in the two-man action.
Clark, not that time. And a good box out from Caitlinclark. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch Howard, going to stay with Dallas. She was talking with their player development coach yesterday as Beckers buries the jumper. And he actually brought up stats from a shooting slump Steph Curry went through. She said that made her feel a lot better. That pass will as well, right on the money to Mitchell.
Those two have gotten so good at playing with one another on that baseline cut from Mitchell.
Caitlinclark off to Beckers.
There's the trap.
Yeah, been trapped more lately, and Clark comes over the steal. Here's Clark to go in for the lay. A tenacious start from Caitlinclark. Here's Wnba off on a three. Long rebound. Mitchell, you're not going to catch her. Kelsey Mitchell in for two.
And this, of course, is the pace with which Indiana wants to play. Get out in transition. Be as fast up and down the floor as they can possibly be.
Clark with her minutes a little extended in this game as well, expecting to play 28 to 30. Here's Wnba. Quinterly fakes the three. Pull-up jumper is good. J.J. Quinterly has played really well since her minutes have been expanded over the last few games, the rookie from West Virginia. Clark bounces, Howard can't finish. And Clark was really frustrated at no call.
There were a lot of hands on Caitlinclark the entire time she was dribbling the basketball. I understand the frustration.
We're talking to Caitlinclark and Paige Beckers. They both remarked to us just how the freedom of movement is completely restricted with the contact that is allowed at this level. Paige Beckers told us she's actually had to learn how to defend while fouling, because she's like, I can get away with so much I couldn't get away with in college because they don't care about freedom of movement like that. I mean, Clark was fouled the entire way down and finally gets the whistle. She'll shoot two. And also knows what it was like and what her teams got away with defending Caitlin in Connecticut, but it's a source of frustration for a lot of the skilled guards in this league. Because of the latitude they get.
That's what took me back. She said at Connecticut we learned how to play without fouling. Traditionally one of the top teams in the country for fewest fouls per game. She said I have to learn how to play while fouling because we get away with it here.
7 points for Clark in the early going. Mitchell has the other 4 for Indiana. Quinterly a deep three is good. J.J. Quinterly, who shot it at 42%, off to a good start here. The Wings are 6 of 7 from the floor. Here's Clark dumping it down. Boston, the spin, the hook, rolls off, and the rebound taken on the weak side by Caitlinclark. The German rookie who's also been impressive for Dallas. They have 4 rookies who've really contributed. Wnba can't hit. Caitlinclark keeps it alive. Here's Beckers, a deep one. Is good! Paige Beckers from Caitlinclark land on her home floor. Here's Clark off the give and go, extra feed, and the lay from Howard. Outstanding action early here from Dallas and Indiana.
Starts with the pass to Aaliyah Boston, who is an incredible facilitator in her own right, then to Clark, then to Howard. Beautiful team basketball.
Here is Beckers giving it up. Wnba can't hit the three, hold the rebound. Clark pushing, just has Mitchell. Clark finds Howard storming through and gets fouled. Natasha Howard is going to shoot a pair. Player in WNBA history to have 250 points, 75 assists through their first 15 career games. That's any player. She's on pace to be the first rookie ever to average 15 points, 5 assists, 1.5 steals. And she has been the best mid-range player. And to me, that shows a level of comfort, Rebecca. I mean, she has just looked so good out of the gates. No real adjustment period for her at all. Yeah, certainly. And she's gotten to her spots. And I still think there's room to grow for her in terms of her efficiency. I do think she can be tickling the 50, 40, 90 like she did her senior year in college. Here's Isaiah James, another impressive rookie. Wiggles into a whistle. And James is going to shoot two. Timeout for each other, Holly. Thank you very much. I mean, we asked Caitlin about Paige. She said she's just smooth. The way she plays, I always just think of her as smooth and appreciate joys competing with and against Caitlin. Obviously as teammates in the Team USA program, but then the matchups that they've had over the years as well, and how she really feels like they elevate each other because of how hard they compete. Nice look, Aaliyah Boston with a gorgeous dime to Kelsey Mitchell for two. Boston's playmaking just outstanding from the front court. Here's Hines Allen. Can't finish it around the rookie. Timpson did not play last game, getting early minutes today. Harry McDonald jitters into the paint, stops on a dime. Cunningham, catch, fire, and hit from three. Sophie Cunningham coming off of a monster game where she was very efficient, hit multiple threes. Had her second career double-double. Here is Beckers. Net by Cunningham. Beckers dumps it over. Wnba on the attack. Can't pop it in. Good contest there from Timpson. Cunningham lobbing it in. Boston. Bodies inside, Aaliyah Boston. How good has Aaliyah Boston been in 2025? And she is so good, facing the basket, using the dribble, getting her back to the basket, being patient, and taking what the defense gives her. Nice spin on the other end. Guys, Azuda able to finish. Boston being grabbed by Hines Allen, and the foul is called. We talked about Aaliyah Boston and the presence she is on the finder. And Mitchell can make threes like that off a beautiful inbound. Kelsey Mitchell 1-3 away from tying the franchise record, and that's an offensive foul going the other way against Dallas. The last 8 games after she was 27% through her first 12. Boston will check out. Mitchell 4 of 4 with 9 points to start. Here's Duntis. Damiris Duntis backing in, fading away, can't finish. And the rebound secured by McCowan in off the bench along with Haley Jones for Dallas. Hines Allen, Isaiah James, and Beckers the others. Here's James. She got it. Isaiah James, who really thrived in the biggest moments for NC State. And now Beckers off the steal. Can't hit the mid-range. Mitchell twisting, dishing, McDonald can't hit. Pretty amazing though, when Mitchell got into the paint, she engaged 4 of the 5 defenders on her dribble penetration before getting the pass back out. Here's Beckers, draws the hedge, to the corner it goes. James, not that time. Same play, twice in a row, and Beckers does a perfect job of engaging the defense and then finding James out in the corner. Yeah, better off going with a B there. Here's Mitchell. Timpson held up, and a foul on Jones. Isaiah James, she's been really effective since getting more of a runway over the last 8 games, averaging 15 points. As Timpson has it stripped, Here comes Hines Allen leading the break. Dishes it back out. Beckers a deep one. Short. Long board Beckers. James looking to take Clark. Step back 2. Off. McCowan, who's terrific on the offensive glass. Deeds Jones for the finish.
Dallas has done a really nice job here in the first quarter, getting to the offensive glass, getting those extra opportunities for themselves.
They are #1 in offensive rebounding percentage in the league. Clark, what a swivel. Just couldn't finish the layup. Timpson can't finish it either. Battling, though. Tips it out. McDonald has it. Looking for Clark. Gets it to her. Guarded by Beckers. Here's Clark around the screen. 6 to shoot. Duntis whips it in, and Timpson finishes. Gorgeous finish to the possession from Indiana.
And a terrific start, because that was the right decision for Clark to find Duntis and have the pass come in from there in the high-low.
2-for-1 opportunity here for Dallas. Beckers gets bounced, still takes, and hits. Paige Beckers off to a smooth start. And a whistle from Mai Forsberg, I believe.
Efficiently getting to her spots.
You know, people always wonder, how's it going to translate? It's obvious Paige Beckers is going to be a perennial all-WNBA player.
Yes.
10-second difference, game and shot clock. Clark guarded by Beckers. Comes the double screen. Clark will pull. Can't hit. Long rebound, Duntis. Cunningham will try. In and out. Another offensive rebound. Timpson gets it to go. Michaela Timpson very active on the offensive glass. Here's Hines Allen. 1 second left. Hines Allen doesn't get it off. And that'll do it in a scintillating first quarter. Both teams